Alright, we're here heading out into the forest. This forest was logged, which just makes it really hard to walk, and it looks ugly as anything. But we're heading out there. Gonna change out the card today. Stuff like that. Okay, this is what I'm doing. I'm putting out my GoPro on a timer, and I'm at the edge of the forest, which turns into a different type of forest where compasses don't work and video clips go missing and video clips get turned into codecs that are unknown. Let's see. Some videos can be blank, but in this case, this is always such a nice view. But the mosquitoes are thick. Isn't that nice? Gotta keep moving though. You get eaten alive. So in this case, when I got to the part where I put the GoPro camera on the stump, what I did was I put my camera down and just put it in pause, as I usually do. And what happened when I returned to the house and I was looking at the videos and I put them into my software, 9 of the clips wouldn't go in, and these were the ones after I put my GoPro down. And what they did was they, and I say they, but this place, whatever, and these beings here always do this kind of stuff, but this time what they did was they changed the format of my video. When I put it in pause, they changed it to 5:1 channel with 3 streams instead of 2, which is stereo. And my software doesn't work with 5:1 surround sound. So that was interesting. But if you think about it, like when I was standing there, they were there then, right there, and they were messing with my camera. And the only way I can do it is to open up the camera, go to menu, go all the way to wherever audio is, and then change it to non-surround sound mic. So I've been asking for technology and for them to show me it and everything, and this is what they did this time. They changed that. I had audio, and I did a lot of video that day, but I decided I wasn't going to show it to you because it's so jerky and it's moving around all the place. I tried to use a different kind of stabilization unit, and well, you can't tell if it's going to work until you try it. And unfortunately, it was really bad. I mean, it wasn't worth watching. As you can see, it keeps moving all over the place. Hey, there goes my thing. So anyway, what I'm showing you is where I put my cam a couple weeks back, and I'm explaining what happens around here. You see, there no trees grow here, so whatever is under here is to me, there's a building under here, and there's actually buildings under this whole mountain area, which I think was one big, huge, ancient place, like a pyramid type thing, and with extensions all over the place. But it's all been buried over the thousands and thousands of years. But I think there's still beings under here. Somebody lives under here. The white beings, I don't think are from a different dimension. I think they're here because I've seen them too many times, and like I say, they leave the white hair and everything. And I see their prints quite often, and a lot of times they'll make me see their prints. I don't know exactly how they do that or whatever. So what I'm showing you now is that I decided that if they can mess with my equipment and they can disable it and make it not work in whatever fashion they feel like. Sometimes it's just temporary, and then a day later it will work all perfectly well again. But in this case, this thing has never worked. I put this out at the lights area, and they ruined it. They made it so it would turn on sometimes, it will turn off other times, or won't turn off other times. Sometimes it will record, sometimes it won't do anything. None of the buttons work. Sometimes you can record, sometimes you can't play it back. It's random. So I figured if they can program that thing to do that, and they've done this to watches and other equipment, as you've seen over the years, but in this case, this is one that kind of pissed me off because it was like $125 when I bought it, and that was years ago, but it was a really nice one. And I thought it would do the job, and it would be real fun to use out there. And I take it out there, and they ruined it on me. So what I was going to do is, and I forgot to do, is that I was going to put it in a piece of Tupperware. I say Tupperware, but Tupperware with a lid, and put it in the forest and tell them to fix it if they can. But then I was realizing when I got back today that I didn't need to do that. I could have just put it out there and said fix it, and then by the time I got back in a couple hours, I could pick it up and hopefully it would work. But let's see, I'm about to come to a talking part again. I think it's nothing exciting. Still got to come out here and go gold fever in. Where there's quartz, there's gold. Anyway, this forest is really strange, as you've seen over the years, but right now it's got these, I thought they were ethical. I thought the Nature Conservancy, would, when you sell them their land, that they would take care of the forest. But man, they trashed it, as you've seen. It's so hard to walk through here now. They just pushed everything over they didn't want. They just dumped all the scraggly stuff. They left logs all over the place that they decided, I guess, they just didn't want to bother pulling out. But it's so hard to walk now. I'm not looking forward to going up to the top of the mountain, up to the ancient ruins, because I imagine all around there and on the way up it's destroyed. But you can look at this. I mean, it's disgusting. They just bulldozed everything to the side, and I thought they were clean. I mean, this was a nice forest before. Now it's a mess. It's been a couple of years too, so I mean, it must have really looked bad before. Anyway, the camera was so horrible that I couldn't show the whole thing. But here you go. We picked this up later, and I do have the video for it. I'll play it for you. It, from my point of view, nothing stood out, right in front of me, but people like to look at stuff like that, and they can see things that I don't see, and I don't really look into my videos very deep. I just kind of make them, and if there's something there, I talk about it or something like that, or sometimes I don't tell you what to look for because, well, that's your job to see what you want to see, and some people see things differently, so, and I miss things anyway. So anyway, that's the end of the video. I'm heading back to the car, and I will make that video. I'll just show it to you. It'll be quiet with just a timer going in the background, and it'll go on for about 40 minutes. All right, bye.